Hey, this is Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio, and it is time for Chat and Connect over cards. However, Saturday with our Saturday in the studio, we were camping, and the card we made, the audio did not take very well. So I think I'm going to make that card first, and then I will show you. I have about 20 cards to show you as we walk through the holiday. It's not called holiday, the August to December mini catalog. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to show you some cards. All right, first, I'm guessing you've heard of these slimline cards, which is just kind of funny. I've always thought of them just as tall cards, but they are 8 3/4 by 7. 8 3/4 by 7. So when you they fit in a business size envelope. So this one, it was my first one I made recently. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see it. Isn't that just so pretty with the gold? And this is the Autumn Suite, the gilded Autumn Suite background. So I just think that's a really pretty card. And then here is my second one I made. Just love this, again with that gilded Autumn Suite, but this time I just punched out these little images instead of, I didn't stamp anything but the hey there. And then have a beautiful day. And I think what's fun about these, I thought, why are they all of a sudden becoming such a big deal? One thing that's fun about them is that they, it's just something different, something fun to get in the mail. And they're definitely a bigger space to design. I can't read what you wrote, sorry. What? Oh, and it uses the pennant punch, yes. And then here's one more I made using the, what's the Christmas set? The one we're having using for Christmas cards. Wrapped in Christmas, yep. And this is using a 6x6 piece of paper. So this is from the Jar of Flowers. And one thing I was thinking is, so I did a double layer here just to make that, because this is obviously 3 inches. And then if you wanted to, you could take another piece of 6x6 and just, or 6x3, and push it under here a little bit, and then it would go all the way. But I thought, oh, well, we can use the 6x6, and this is that lovely new ribbon that we have in the mini catalog also. All right, so here's the card. You may have seen this one before. This one, hey Trudy, good morning, good evening. So you may have seen this card before. This is one I had showed another time that I had made. Well, I made that one into a what we're calling our slim line. And in my mind, anything that has the word slim, I'm good with. So I'm going to go ahead and make this card and show you how I made this. And it's using our Life is Beautiful stamp set. And I just adore the trees, even though it is not fall yet. Soon it will be. All right, so I am going to, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and stamp. Let's make sure we've got the layer. Yep, I'm going to stamp on this with the tree. This is the stamp set that I'm using. It's called Life is Beautiful. And it really is just a super fun set because it has lots of potential for different, sorry, this paper is all over the place, for different seasons, which is really fun to do. These polka dots could be any color. So we're obviously doing fall, so I'm going to stamp the tree in cinnamon cider. And you notice with a big, when it's a big stamp like this, I stamp it this way rather than trying to stamp it this way, because if I do it this way, it doesn't always get inked all the way. So there we go. I'm going to put my tree about a little more than halfway up. There we go. Ooh, so pretty. And then we're going to go ahead and put some leaves on with our pumpkin pie. No, it's not Thanksgiving, but we're going to add some leaves there. And then I'm just going to add some of these little polka dots that I was mentioning with the bumblebee. And one thing, I don't know if you noticed that I'm stamping on using the matte here, and that's because these are photopolymer stamps. And so sometimes they come out better when we're using a matte, particularly with the photopolymer. And see that little dot up there? I'm going to add a little bit more up here just because of that. That one little dot. We're just going to make our tree much, much bigger. There we go. And I see that, and I'm not worried. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. But I'm not worried about that yet. No, I'm not worried about it. All right, we're going to put a little birdhouse here. And this one is in Cherry Cobbler because I'm going to mat the whole thing on Cherry Cobbler. And my birdhouse, I actually had cut out fussy cut some birdhouses. And so I'm going to stick a mini dimensional on the back of that and go ahead and stick that on there. Now, I had cut several. Oh boy, that's hard to get off right now. I had cut several, and since I cut a bunch of them, one thing that I do is I just keep them in here. So I just have them in a little envelope in here, because if I fussy cut that many, I am not throwing those away. No, 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 no. Boy, I'm really kind of making a mess here. That's okay. All right, so down below, what I'm going to do is I love this ribbon. So this ribbon combination is in the mini catalog, and I love it. The gold here, I showed you that. Actually, it was on one of the cards I showed you, the one with the banners, but the gold just comes undone. So it's kind of fun. It's just really, really pretty. Let me show you again. See this right here? It just comes undone like that. And so it's pretty. But I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use this soft ribbon. So I'm going to cut it about that big. And I'm going to show you something I could do. Now, I could use vanilla, this color, but I could also change the color of my ribbon. And that's what I'm going to do. I am going to use a tissue and run it through pumpkin pie. So I'm just going to pull it through like that a couple times, flip it over, pull it through the other side. Woo, there we go. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Hey, Tammy. How are you doing? All right. I saw your new car. Super nice. So this really gets my fingers sort of a mess, but that's okay. So it's kind of fun because I just changed the ribbon color. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tissue and just kind of run it over the ribbon, pull the ribbon through it actually, to get a little bit more of that ink off, because I don't really want to get it all over the card. Okay. Now I'm ready. You see if you can find the wet wipes. All right. I'm going to tie this on here, kind of at the base of the tree. I think I'm going to get rid of these little things first. I'm going to tie this on at the base of the tree. That's okay. They're down underneath there. To the right. Two. All right. So there we go. And I know I'm getting a few smudges, and it's okay because I'm going to cover them up, and I'll show you how in just a moment. All right. Sorry, love, it's all the way over on the end. Hey, today's our 29th anniversary. Isn't that crazy? For me, that feels crazy, like 29 years. Whew. But been 29 good years. Here we are. All right, so I'm going to stick this on here as my wet wipes come. Thank you so much. I am just afraid. Look at that. Oof, all that ink. Yeah, I do not want to get that all over everything. Okay, when I have denim shorts on, all I do is I just wipe it. Stop. I'm not sweating. Okay, and I am going to use, let's see, I wanted to use this stamp set, Banner Year, because I love this. Happy fall, y'all. So I'm going to use that for my words. And I guess I can go ahead and stick this on the front of my card, actually. Let's do that first. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on the front of my cinnamon cider. Hi, Barb. Good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and stick that on. This was Saturday in the studio that I made but didn't come out. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Happy Fall, y'all, in the cherry cobbler. So it mimics the paper, background paper here, as well as the bird house. Happy fall, y'all. Ooh. Nice. And I'm going to just put that on our cherry cobbler paper and grab a couple dimensionals. And these are the minis. I don't really need the minis, but that's okay. I can use them. Oh, I would take a whole piece there. There we go. That's better. You can always take an edge, you know. That's what I'm going to do here is take this big edge. There we go. All right. So I'm going to use this. That's better. And one trick I do is I kind of tuck this under here so it looks like it's falling from there, but it's really not. Now, I said we'll cover up these smudges, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. There are 1,200 of these little sequins in here. So I did tape it shut because I really don't want to drop this all over the floor. It's like $6.50 for 1,200 sequins. And at first I was like, wow, how would I even use that? But check it out. I just use our two-way glue and put a tiny dot of glue. And I'm going to add a couple up here. The key is to remember, I'm also going to put one on, I don't know where. We'll put one. Pardon?
3,600.
Oh, 3,600. What did I just say?
1,200.
1,200. Oh, goodness. No, there's 3,600. And then I just pick it up with our picker. And I need to undo that so that I can hold it there. So I'm just going to stick a couple of these. Try to remember where I put my little dots. There they are, the glue dots. And one more here. And of course, you could put more anywhere you want. But I think that looks really fun. I think that looks like a really fun card. I realized one thing I kind of wanted down here, which I didn't do, is I wanted some leaves at the bottom. So I'm going to add a little bit, even though I've already stamped or put my ribbon on. I'm just going to add some leaves there, and I'm going to add a little bit of the yellow dots. There we go. And then on the inside, I really want something fun on the bottom. When you open it up, I'd love to have like a little surprise. I could dump the confetti in there. That would be a surprise when you open it up. But I'm not going to do that. So I am going to add a little bit of color to the bottom. Isn't that fun? So, and then I'll just stick that right inside the card. And like I said, these just use a business envelope size. I'm guessing, oh dear, see my smudges? That's okay. You know what we do? That is just a space for more, to make something more glittery, more fun. And so you just put a little glue there. Doot, doot. It's good to make that noise when you do that. And then I'm just going to stick some more sequins there. Gosh, you would never even know. I could also stamp leaves, I guess, there if I wanted to, but you would never know. Now you do, but you would not know that those were there. And then I could put some on the bottom as well. So that is the Slimline card. So what do you think? I think it's a great, noises are not optional. They're mandatory. I think it's a great, like I said, just a really fun card. I think this one is one of my favorites. I'm debating on whether we want to make this one in our September class. So Slimline cards. All right. Are you ready to get started on, I'm going to just quick close up my inks because you know what happens is you end up setting your hands in your ink, set your cards in your ink. So I'm going to close these up. While I'm doing this, I hope you got the email today about the Stamper Studio outlet. Lots of things for sale, lots of retired things. I was very sad we couldn't have our garage sale, but instead we are doing the Stamper Studio outlet. So the outlet has lots of different stamps and dies and embossing folders and all sorts of things. So if you want to order from there, check it out. You can go to outlet.thestamperstudio.com. So, all right. If you don't have this catalog, please make sure you let me know and I will get it for you. All right. I don't have every single stamp set, but I sure have several. Let's come down here again. All right. I purposely have them upside down so you can't see them. Okay. So this one is Warm Hugs, and the circle, these go coordinate with our circle punches. It also coordinates with the dies here. So look how fun. There we go. Warm hugs to you all season long. I just think that's a really pretty, thank you, really pretty card with a little gem. Super simple. And the heart comes with it as well. And this is the designer series paper, the holiday paper that we have right now. So very fun. Simple, not too difficult. Set that over there. Here's another one with the Warm Hugs to You. I like that the colors kind of offset the color. And this one, she used this piece back here as well on the backing. I don't know if you can see that. So this one, and I love that green striped ribbon that we have. Again, the same paper. And this one is made by Tammy Nelson. Okay, here's one more, also by Tammy Nelson, that she used with the same Warm Hugs. And this stamp set is made, the dies are made so you can make these little cozies for these cups and actually put them, if you look right here, in a little carrier. I just think, oh, how fun is that? I'm going to make some of those for some people at school. school. What? Yeah, we'll see if we're going back. I don't know. Anyway, I love the little red braided trim. Isn't that just fun? I don't know if you can see, she actually stamped some of those images, the little images down here. So very fun. All right. And this one, this one actually, this sentiment comes from the Wrapped in Christmas. And if you make Christmas cards with me, with our Christmas card workshop, this is the stamp set that we're using. So then it gives us lots of options, and there's lots of pretty stamps in there. So she's using that one right there. But isn't that fun how that coordinates with the die that goes with this one also? So fun. Fun, fun, fun. All right. This one is using this gift wrapped. That bow like pops off there. Wrapped especially for you. This is by Elisa Mawson. And it's pretty simple. I think it's just, it's pretty, it's simple, but it's pops, that bow just pops out with that designer series paper as a package. Kind of fun. I like that with the gem there. I always love shiny things. This is by Mary Kiley, and this one is using the Dove of Hope. I think this is stunning. So I am guessing she stamped that with StazOn, because that is the only way it would stay on the gold. Look at that card. Isn't that just stunning? And then using our ribbon, the gold edge ribbon there. And this is the Poinsettia designer series paper. And I'm going to show you some Poinsettia cards, and I am just, rapidly falling in love with those. Isn't that stunning? I think it's really pretty, really, really fun. And if you didn't want to use the whole gold behind, you could always just use like a strip to cut down on using a whole, like that big of a piece of gold. So, and I love this Dove of Hope. I particularly like the Peace on Earth. So very, very pretty. Oh, there's a dove too. I was just noticing these, the dove that you can cut out. Wow. Those are beautiful. Okay, moving along. Here is the Poinsettia. This Poinsettia Place Suite. This designer paper is just stunning. And here are some cards using, excuse me, using the designer series paper and this Poinsettia Petals stamp set and dies. Look at that. I mean, it is gorgeous. These just layer on top of each other to make a wonderful, beautiful poinsettia. And then that's using the designer series paper. And then these are, I think they're called tri-pearls, but this is all stuck together. The pearls and everything are stuck right there, just as that. You just stick it on. You'd have to put a little extra postage on it probably, but I just think that's stunning. Of course, I would probably put Wink of Stella here on the on the flower. And then this is using our the 3D embossing folder that is also here in the mini catalog. So stunning, stunning by Lynn Feldkamp. All right, here's another one using the dies. And this paper is actually our felt paper. It's like fuzzy, a little bit fuzzy. And she's using, I like how on this one, she actually built the poinsettia. However, on this one, it's, what colors are the sequins? Tammy, sorry, I'm going to jump back. I just saw that question. Dave already answered it for you. Awesome. Gotcha. I'll just keep going. Beaded pearls are what these are called. Page what? 15. Awesome. So, and then she embossed the Merry Christmas there. But I was going to say, I love how this one, she actually cut them out and stacked them, or die cut them. And then this one, it's just embossed on it. So it's not cut all the way out. And same with these, they're embossed, but not cut all the way out. So quite stunning, I think. This is my favorite of the poinsettias. Look, I'm like hiding it from you. And this is from Terry Gaines. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Of course, she used Wink of Stella, so that right there makes it phenomenal. And then she has the, it's a 3D embossing folder in the regular catalog that she used back here. Barely has any, I mean, it just shows a little bit of texture. And she has, these are not the same 3 pearls, if you can see there. These 3 pearls actually, this comes as one set. These are 3 individual pearls. You can tell it doesn't have the silver around it. So, but isn't that stunning? Pardon?
Tasteful textile.
Tasteful textile, yes. I just think that's stunning. That's my favorite. Which of these 3 poinsettias, let's call it 1, you know I like to do this, 1, 2, 3, which of these 3 poinsettias, 1, 2, 3, are your favorite? Put it in the chat. I'm just curious what your favorite are. Tammy says it's on her wish list. Yeah, it's quickly rising to the top of my wish list as well. 1, 2, 3. Which one do you like the best? I just think they're stunning. Oof. I wish you could feel this paper. Really, really fun. And I like on this one how she curled up the petals also. All right. My favorite is probably this one. Awesome. All right, let's continue. Oh, Trudy likes number 3. This one right here, Trudy, yeah? That one. I mean, aren't they all stunning, though? How would you even choose, right? 2 or 3 for Barb, 3 for Doris, Tammy, number 1. There we go. Okay, so we like them all. That's what I just heard. Awesome. That's great. This card is using the Peaceful Nativity set, and that star is stunning. So I should put a little bit of Wink of Stella just on baby Jesus. So for Unto Us a Child is Born, and then obviously she die cut that out and colored it. And this is by Nancy Berg. So very pretty. Hi, Michelle. You like number 2 best, but all are pretty. Yeah, aren't they though? Yep, me too, Tammy. Love all of them. And this is just using our silver designer series paper. And then using the dies to punch out to die cut out the star. So here's the star right there. And it also comes with some animals. So very pretty. All right, here we go. Oh, this stamp set, I just ordered this, you guys. So one of our Christmas card workshops will be using this. It is called the Peace and Joy. This is by my dear friend, Amy Rich. Look at this card. Ooh, isn't that so fun? So it's 2 layers. The bright is stamped in Night of Navy, and then the gold is die cut and put on top. Merry and bright. And then this paper behind it is die cut with the little gems. So check this out. You're thinking it's going to open. Look at that. Wink, wink. Isn't that fun? I love this card. I think it's so pretty. So yeah, this Joy, Peace, and Bright, we're going to be using some of that. So fun. So fun. All right. And then this one is I want to say throwback from last year. This is a card I made, but it's actually Nancy Pettit. I copied it from Nancy's, but this was a card this stamp set is from last year. Returning favorite, Christmas Gleaming, but I loved this designer series paper last year. And so I'm glad it's back. It has that gold shimmer. Look at that. Isn't that so fun? And then the punches you can order it with the punches. I'm just moving things so I don't knock things off the table here. All right. So yeah. And then we have gold little pearls you can use. Isn't that fun? So that one's I copied it from Nancy Pettit's. Very pretty. All right. I don't have any of those, but I do have some with this Christmas tree right here. Triangle. Get it? Triangle, triangle. Again, I say it'd be fun to be on the Stampin' Up! Team. Hi, Tracy. You love the paper. This paper right here. Back further. Yes, right. The paper, sorry. This paper right here. Yep. There's a little delay, so sometimes I see your comments after. Anyway, so this one is using Triangle. So it's very similar to what's on here, actually, with the 2 trees. And that's often I do that. I copy things right out of the catalog and maybe change one small thing. Christmas is best when we're together. I would agree with that. I don't know who made it, but I do think it's very pretty. And I do like the designer series Christmas paper. This paper comes in 12 by 12, not 6 by 6. So you can get a lot out of it. Oh, beautiful paper. That is the beautiful paper. Beautiful paper. All right. I am going to show you these funny gnomes. Okay. So if you're a whimsical, kind of funny, you like funny things, I probably wouldn't send this for Christmas, but there's one card here that I adore. So here's one, Holly Jolly Everything. Kind of fun using the little snowflake embellishments there and putting crystal effects on or it might be Wink of Stella, probably Wink of Stella on the lights and on the hat. You got to be able to see the glitter, right? The shine. So that's kind of a fun little card.
And the snowflakes are self-adhesive.
Oh yes, the snowflakes are self-adhesive. That's by Tree Westerman. Yep. And this one is by Susan Miller. This designer series paper is with the snowflake stamp set, and that's why I think a lot of people brought in purple, because there's purple in the snowflake stamp set. But look at how she colored him. He's pretty funny. There is no place like gnome for the Christmas season. Ha ha ha. That's kind of a cool card, huh, with this right here? I like that. Sort of something a little different. And his little house is in there with the snow. Did I say who that one was from? Susan Miller. All right. This one, his arms are like, hey, Merry Christmas. This is by Holly Sutton. Putting some gems there. Kind of a different cut there. I would never think to do that. I always think of things as in straight angles. But I suppose, yeah, that's kind of a fun cut. A little bit different using the Stitch So Sweetly dies, or perhaps she's using the nested oval dies. Okay, here's the one. I'm going to save that one. Oh, two. There's two I love with the gnomes. This is one of them. You're a friend like gnome other. I would totally send something like this. Because it's not a Christmas card. It's just a fun card. Holly Jolly Everything. Doesn't that look like, it looks like magical. This is by Brenda Springer. And this is embossed with the snowflake embossing folder. And you can see, again, we've got the stitched ovals, and this is a stitched rectangle also. Isn't that so fun? And then the snowflakes almost look pink on there to me. And then there's this little stripe that is one of our dies. Dave's going to look it up. It's a border die. I just saw it the other day. I thought, oh, that's kind of fun. Sometimes I re-look at things. I'm like, how'd that sneak by me? You know what else would be fun on this is to put, like, if you found mini jingle bells, like a real jingle bell. Super fun. Like I said, I like the gnomes. It's not something I would normally think to send for Christmas, but look at this one. Isn't that so fun with the Misty Moonlight ribbon? The red and white just screams Minnie Mouse, but isn't that just so fun? Holly Jolly Everything. This one is by Sean Perez. And one thing I noticed is Sean and I have a similar taste, because I like everything she makes. And I love that she put the little snowflakes just on his hat to make them pop out. Isn't that so fun? And then she tied in some of the polka dot ribbon. So like I said, the gnomes are kind of goofy. This is probably this one is one of my favorite gnome ones, because I would send that to a friend as a goofy thing. Actually, I have a friend I would send that to. I might send it to her. Anyway. Oh, there's another card in here. Wait, we are not done. I did just see, I don't have any cards with this one right here, but I did just see something that was quite amazing that I wanted to show you on here. This is the Trimming the Town. And I'll tell you, what I really wanted from Trimming the Town, I'm going to flip the page here, is just this, because that is my red little bug. But one thing that's very cool is this die right here with the trees. The negative of it could also be a really fun card, because the trees would be cut out. This is a returning favorite from last year, our Merry Moose. And this is another card that I made. I don't know if you've seen these cards. Are you ready? Woo. Merry Christmas. So that's the outside. They're not hard to make. I definitely had to re-look up how to make it. But isn't that kind of fun? I mean, literally, you just want to sit here and go, oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. So, and I think if I probably pushed it down, it would stay flat. But the moose is just, I think it's a hoot. It's just a fun thing. So Merry Christmas. Have a cozy Christmas. And that would be really fun. Look at these. That would be really fun to make. Yep, and it uses a punch. Thank you, Dave. Uses a punch, which I don't know about you, but I prefer punches over dies, because they're just quicker and easier to do. Not that I'm in a rush, but so anyway, that's the Christmas one. That is our last card that I was going to show you. So that is some of my cards from the August to December mini catalog. Again, if you don't have this, please let me know, and I will certainly send you one. Again, I want to remind you about the outlet, the new Stampin' Up! Outlet. It is, you order from it from outlet.thestamperstudio.com. And I will pick your things right away. You can either pick it up or you can have them shipped. I put it out on my bench and on the little front porch there. And then, or I would just ship it to you. And we've been getting them out like the next day. So the other thing I want to remind you about is the August host code. Make sure you use that, and you can order at order.thestamperstudio.com. And I don't know about you, but this year, between this holiday mini and between our regular catalog, there's still like so much I want. Anyway, use the host code and I'll send you a card kit to make 4 cards. So that's pretty sweet. I send that to you. Pardon? What? With a $50 order. Okay. With a $50 order. Yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you. Let's see, this week I will see you on Saturday for Saturday in the Studio, and who knows, might pop up with something midweek that you might want to watch. So let me know if there's something that you want to learn about, and I would love to make a video to show you that. Or if somebody actually had asked about slimline cards, and so then I said, oh, well, I'll make some. They are really fun. If you make any, please post them so we can see them and we can share them with each other. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And this week, the weather is supposed to be gorgeous. So you guys, happy stamping. It makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy too. Happy stamping. Bye.